Good morning, how are you? I hope you're feeling fine. It's Dave Crane again. First thing in the morning, and I'm wearing my Superman pajamas. Ta-da! Yes, I would wear Superman quite a lot. It inspires me while I sleep. Not really, it's just I keep getting bought t-shirts. So how are you today? I want to talk about work-life balance because in a few moments' time I'm going to be getting showered up, dressed up, and heading to the airport to host the World Club Tens Rugby finals. There's a big championship, global championship in Mauritius. Yes, Mauritius. Mauritius! Every time I say that, people go, "Urgh," like that. It's really difficult actually when you live in Dubai, which is an utter paradise anyway. Whenever you travel to somewhere really exotic and wow, people go, "Oh, you're very lucky." And you go, "Well, I actually live in Dubai. It's one of the few places where you get Wi-Fi on the beach." No, we want palm trees. Oh, we've got palm trees. We want pina coladas. We've got palm trees. Anyway, what I want to talk about today, the first conversation I've had apart from my daughter who's upstairs watching Teen Titans. What I want to talk about today is very simple. I want to talk about work-life balance. Now, I'm traveling for 4 days. I've got a really busy week. Did a great gig with Southern Sun Hotels at the beginning of the week, and I'm flying to Mauritius now to do 4 days hosting this big event. I literally, when the whistle blows on the final whistle of the whole tournament, I'm straight in a taxi towards the airport in Mauritius. I'm flying back towards Dubai. I've got a gig first thing the next morning. I land about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Enough time to come home, put on a suit, shower up obviously, and then go straight out for another gig. Bang, 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 really excited. But here's the thing, work-life balance. Here's the question that go with it. Why do you go to work? To earn money, okay. Why else do you go to work? Well, so you can have a nice lifestyle. Yeah, very good, very good. Why else do you go to work? Break it right down to the very basics. Why is it that you actually go to work? Now, if you've got a family, it makes a big difference. If you haven't got a family, then I guess there's a few different things you'll come up with. But here's a simple fact. I go to work so I can spend more time with my girls. What do you mean you go to work so you can spend more time? So if I work all the time and earn lots and lots of money, which is always a plus, guess what will happen? I won't see my family. And it's that balance that you've got to get right. And it's not always easy to do, because obviously the lure is there. There's that fear, the biggest fear that anybody has is about providing for their family, making sure they don't starve, making sure they've always got a roof over their head. But here's the thing, and this is something that Anthony Robbins talks about, probably the world's greatest motivational speaker. Imagine that you are at a funeral. And as you go around the funeral, everyone's really sad, they're all crying, everyone's dressed in black. And you look at the coffin, there's somebody in the coffin. And as you look at the coffin, you're wandering around and hearing all the people talking, and you recognise quite a few of the people there because of friends and members of your family that you've known as well. So it must be somebody quite close to you. And everyone's just chatting about the person who's in the box and in the coffin, and everyone's turning around and saying, you know what, I wish they spent more time with us. Because we've had some family holidays, we've done some really nice places, but I didn't actually need to go to those nice places. We could have gone somewhere cheaper and closer. All we wanted was just more time with Dad, or more time with Mum. Because all the time we were driving these big flash cars and this massive house and having these wonderful experiences, but we never really saw much of Mum or Dad, because they're always busy at work. I wish they worked a little bit less and spent more time at home with us. Now, if that resounds on you, imagine looking in the coffin and finding that person in the coffin was actually you. Now, we've got a finite amount of time on this planet. At some point, you'll pop your clogs and there'll be no more you. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, but this is where it goes. So every second of every day, you've got to do something to make worthwhile. Not just for you personally to know that it works, but also to know that you're doing an impact, making the world a better place, and sending lots of love out to the people that you really care about. But as you're doing this, as you're on your mission, as you're not wasting a single second of your time, are you also at the same time spending quality time with your kids, or with the people that love you? That's your work-life balance. If you work 7 days a week, yes, you'll beat the competition. Yes, you'll be better than all the other people at work because you're still putting in the extra hours, and people are going to turn around and say, wow, that's a really hard worker. Promote them. She's doing really well. But at some point, you'll forget why you go to work. That's why you have a weekend. So you can reassess exactly what's going on and why you need to be there. If you don't have a weekend, you will go crazy. 4 weeks without a weekend, you'll lose the plot about what it is that you're meant to be doing with your life. So always take a break, reassess, and on that break, and I generally take about a day and a half off. I do Friday's family day, don't mess with that at all, because the UAE calendar is slightly different. Friday, Saturday is the weekends here. So Friday is a day off, Saturday I do a half day. But I don't touch anything else during those 2 days. The rest of the time, I leave it all alone. So I can be more intense. I don't want to waste time hanging around looking at stuff, at emails, sort of half doing it. Do it really hard when you need to do it, and stop when you don't. Because your kids will never turn around and say, thank you for working so hard. They'll just say, what do I remember about my parents? What do I remember about the good times? And the good times don't even have to be doing something special. It's just being in the moment, watching them draw, drawing with them, criticizing, loving, doing whatever it takes to be a parent. So, again, when it goes to doing your stuff at work, your boss doesn't own you. And if you are your own self and you're running your own company, your job, your industry doesn't own you. You do. Get that balance right. When you look back and you have nobody saying what a great time we spent together, then was it worth it all? If you're 70, 80 years old and you've retired and you're on your own and thinking, wow, look at me in my wonderful palace, and there's nobody who's got shared experiences. Get that balance right, I promise you, it makes a difference. And make that balance today. Tell the people that you love them, and spend time with them. When you're stuck in the car, make a phone call to somebody you've not seen for a little while. It makes good business sense, and also lets them know that you're thinking about them. Work through that massive list of people that you just didn't have a reason to call because you couldn't find any business that you wanted to do with them, or they moved from a different company. Just check in and say how they're doing. Send them a text message saying, thinking of you, have a great day. Send them this video. Tell them that you're thinking about them. Now they might work out the guilt that's happened. So your work-life balance has to be something that works for you, but works for everybody else as well. Because when you retire, it won't make any bit of difference. Not one bit of it. And if you're working smart, you can do less hours and get more intensity in that focus. Simple things like writing down the 5 things you need to do before you go to bed, the night before, in the morning, reassessing which 5 are still valid, because then you program your supercomputer mind to think of it overnight, and it will change, and the balance of them will change. And when it comes to doing like work first thing in the morning, only concentrate on the top one. Do the top one first, as much as you can, then stop, then the second one. Don't multitask, it doesn't work. I know I'm going to get some flack for this, but don't. Do the first one first, blah, 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 blah. I'm getting on a plane, going to fly to Mauritius, going to have a wonderful time working this event. And it's very simply, if you are running an airport, what's the best way to land your planes? One at a time. If you've got one runway, don't clog it up with people trying to come in, because you'll never do it properly. Land one at a time. And if you've got several runways, one at a time on each of them. It's the same with your business, same with your life. Do as much as you can do, then stop. And when it comes to the end of the day, then stop. You've done as much as you can, and you'll be satisfied you've got it right. And if ever you're stuck on stuff like this, Google. Someone up there has really thought about it, and there's about 1 million different 10 things you should do for your work-life balance. Right, I've got now this to finish. Look, Maya's upstairs waiting for her Fruit Loops, and if I don't watch out, she'll come down and say, Daddy, Daddy, where's my breakfast? And I have no choice but to say that I got the work-life balance wrong. I was busy chatting with you when I should have been upstairs with my little girl before I fly away. So here we are. Spoon. Milk. All poured in. And now it's my job to be dad. I'll be giving you updates when I'm in Mauritius, by the way, so I'll be sharing some new tips and letting you know how it's going over there. Meanwhile, if you caught this or you want to get them as they happen, then all you have to do is follow me on the business page. Like it and follow it, and then you'll get an update. It'll say Dave Crane is talking rubbish, and you'll get that update straight away. Thanks to all the guys for joining me. Let me know your thoughts and feelings all the way through, and I promise I'll comment and give you my feedback as well. And we'll be running some competitions for some really cool stuff in the next couple of weeks. So that's it from me. I'll see you on the other end of my flight. Be good, and next time you see me, it'll be sunny Mauritius, as opposed to sunny Dubai. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Press the button. 1, 2, 3.